Hi everyone, you're all welcome to Movies Inside with Obi. And in this movies podcast, I will take you to the movie called The Wrecking Crew. And in this content, I will talk about this movie. I'll give you the total recap and breakdown about the movie. Then I'll give the lessons and also the rating on this movie's content. So as you are watching, all you have to do is sit down right there, like, comment, and subscribe as I take you to this content right now. Let's go. This movie began with the death of a man named Walter Haley. He was a private investigator who stood as an opponent to a criminal organization. Walter had two women in his life, Mary and Kim, which resulted in having two sons, half-brothers, James and Johnny, from different mothers, and their sister, Nanny. After Johnny's mother was killed, he was poorly treated by his father Walter and his half-brother James. So Johnny decided to leave his family behind to begin a new life far away from them. Then over the years, Johnny later became a detective and got himself a beautiful fiancée named Valentina. While on the other hand, James later became a Navy commander. He got married to a woman named Leia and they had two kids. But before the death of Walter, he was being pursued by a Japanese criminal organization called the Yakuza. The Yakuza was headed by Marcus Rubiches, a criminal boss who was involved in money laundering and other criminal activities. Rubiches was working hand in hand with Peter Maho, the governor of Hawaii, and also the uncle to James and Johnny. Due to the fear of his life, Walter sent a flash drive to Johnny containing a lot of secret information and an amount of 12 million US dollars. In desperation for this flash drive, Rubiches and Governor Maho, they planned and killed Walter Hale. After the death of Walter, James' wife Leia, she called Johnny over the phone to inform him of his father's death. Though initially Johnny never wanted to come for his father's funeral, neither did he want to see his half-brother James. But after he was attacked in his home by some of the Yakuza members in search of the same flash drive, that was when Johnny decided to attend his father's burial. Although Johnny had always suspected that those who killed his mother were the Syndicate, this was another criminal organization that was led by Mr. K. They were involved in smuggling. So as Johnny arrived in his homeland for his father's burial, he was determined to put to justice those who killed his father, as he was not able to avenge his mother because he was still a kid back then. After Johnny disclosed to James that their father was killed, James also went into his own investigation as well. Johnny decided to visit Walter's office for a start. There he met Pika, who works under Walter as an apprentice. Now the both of them teamed up to figure out what happened to Walter. Sooner than later, these two half-brothers, Johnny and James, they put their differences aside alongside with Pika in order to uncover what really took place in Walter's death. When the Yakuza came to notice that these two half-brothers were seriously on that murder case, they attacked James and Johnny on the highway to eliminate the both of them, but it never ended well for those assigned Yakuza members. After the attack, James, Johnny, and their sister Nanny Hale, they uncovered Rubich's plan of building a casino in that city which was highly prohibited. With all these, the two half-brothers were able to get access into Rubich's villa with the help of Pika. During the party in Rubich's villa, Johnny was able to meet with Monica Rubiches, the wife of Marcus Rubiches. She was so scared for her life after she filed a divorce against her husband Marcus. After a detailed discussion between Johnny and Monica, she was willing to disclose a lot of top secret information about Walter's death to Johnny. Thus, they planned to meet up in a private space later on to talk about it. But on the following day, Marcus Rubiches had his wife killed and staged it like a fall. Out of range, Johnny invented Rubiches' villa the same day, but he was captured and sent to the police station for invention. Though Governor Maho was able to bail Johnny out the next day, pretending to be a good guy in order to cover up his true identity. Then after Johnny was released, he and James got into a fight and they beat the hell out of each other before they finally came to a common agreement. Then James explained to Johnny why he abandoned him all this while in protecting him against the syndicate. On that same day, Johnny's fiancée Valentina called, and at that moment, Johnny asked Valentina to bring along the flash drive package to Hawaii so that they can finally figure out its content. As the four of them met, Johnny, James, Valentina and Pika tried to access the drive, but it requested for a 12-phrase password. That was when James recalled that he had that password all this time. As soon as they tried to access the drive content, immediately they got a massive attack on their way. Rubichez sent some of his men to eliminate all of them, so there was an intense fire shootout and combat followed up. But at the end, James and Johnny took them all down. After the battle, the two brothers finally got hold of the flash drive content and discovered a lot of secret information about Governor Maho and Rubichez, and also got hold of the $12 million US fund. As Rubichez failed to eliminate these two brothers, then he decided to kidnap their sister Nanny and also James' wife Leah. This was the height of it all. James and Johnny, filled with anger and hate, were so determined to end Rubichez that night. Then they both prepared themselves with a lot of firearms, weapons and knives. Then they went into action to eliminate Rubichez and all his men and destroy his entire empire once and for all. This resulted to a lot of shootout, combat, killings, etc. at Rubichez villa. After the whole battle that night, Johnny went after Rubichez as he tried to escape with a boat, while James went after Nakaruma, the commander of the Japanese Yakuza. James battled Nakaruma, though it was a very tough one, but James managed to end him. While on the other hand, Johnny battled against Rubichez. That was quite a tougher one. Initially, Rubichez bested Johnny, but Johnny managed to end him as well, blew him up with a grenade. After Marcus Rubichez and his empire were crumbled, James and Johnny rescued Nanny and Leah. Then with information from the drive, Governor Maho was arrested and jailed. Then at the end, Mr. K, the head of the syndicate, he surfaced and thanked the two brothers for ending his longtime rival Rubichez and gave Johnny the name of the person who actually killed his mother when he was little. Thus, the two half-brothers took hold of the $12 million US and Johnny also went after the person who killed his mother. So that was how this movie went down. After the breakdown of this movie, The Wrecking Crew, what lessons do we take away from this movie? As we always do here, I will drop one key lesson while you guys can drop yours in the comment section. For the lesson which I got from this movie is, reconnecting with family and standing with one voice is more vital than seeking vengeance as a single individual. Once family is united, you guys can move mountain. So in this movie, Johnny tried avenging the death of his father Walter by himself, but he never succeeded until he teamed up with his brother James. And together, they were able to bring justice on those who had hand in their sufferings. And finally, to the rating of this movie, The Wrecking Crew. This is a very interesting movie combined with action, crime, and a little of comedy. This movie had an outstanding story plot with unique characters in the movie casting. I will be rating this movie 9/10 because this movie worth it. This movie is engaging and entertaining, so please try to see this movie because you will definitely enjoy it. Thank you everyone for coming to the end of this movie's podcast, and I'm so glad that I have taken you through this movie, and I believe that with this content you have got to understand this movie better than before. So guys, I can't wait to see you in our next movies podcast by next week. Wherever you are, take care of yourself, have a wonderful day, and bye.